Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the near victory, near loss.
Freaking tie!
Against the hated New York Giants. This much more live with Aaron and John. Yo, what's up, John?
Yo, what's up?
Excellent! Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football episode number... What is it?
Doug, what is it?
Doug, what is it?
Episode 568, in which we discuss a very unusual outcome, the tie between your Washington Redskins and the New York Football Giants.
All Giants. What do you think Russ Grimm would say about this tie, being that this is 500 plus Russ Grimm episode?
I don't think I was going to wear my Russ Grimm hat, too. I didn't even think about it. All right, wait, I thought he was number 67 or whatever.
63.
Is that what did they sell a jersey that said 63? What was that?
Someone was selling jerseys on eBay that said 63, and it was like Russ Grimm Hall of Fame jerseys.
63, and we're like, wait, that looks pretty cheap. And then we're like, wait, dude, he's not number 63.
Wasn't that Riley McKenzie? I have no idea, but it wasn't him.
Riley McKenzie? I don't know. Anyway, what's up, dudes? I see Ian28 is in the live podcast room. Hopefully it's working. I had the wrong camera turned on in there. Tweet us in the, or chat at us in the peanut gallery if it's not working in there. Ian? Let's see. Who else is in here? Anyone else in here? Start the day? Oh, we got a voice message. Oh, man, I forgot to download it. Dang it. We got a voice message. Forgot to download it. I've been pretty busy. So I apologize to whoever sent us the voice message. But this
we
tie.
Will listen to it shortly. Yeah, just tie, man. I mean,
yeah, I might be able to get to it and pull it up live.
Well, first of all, I knew the rules kind of. I knew that it was only a 10-minute quarter, not 15 like it used to be. And I knew that if the first team didn't score or scored a field goal, the other team got the ball.
Yeah, I knew that rule.
For a chance to tie or win the game. And they're kind of in the last few minutes, both coaches just kind of.
Oh, dude, Ron at the end.
Really, really conservative.
Like when we had third and like 8 or 9 from our 5-yard line, and he just ran it. And I'm like, what are you doing, playing for the tie? You got to throw it. Well, I know what his problem was because the play before,
Taylor Heineke almost fumbled the ball in like the 1 yard.
Yeah, but I'm going to blame not Jay Leno. What's his name? Charles Leno Jr. At least it appeared. He just let his dude come through, and there could have been someone else's assignment. But if they can't even get in that situation, you can't have a brain fart like that and just let a dude come like scot-free.
Untouched.
And they were only rushing like 4, dude.
Oh, crap.
I was like, oh, that was so close.
Who thought that ball was... Yeah, who thought that ball didn't fly out of there at that point? Oh,
I thought it was done. I thought they were going to win the game with a safety.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was horrible.
Well, I didn't think they were going to win the game with the safety. I thought it was going to fumble out because I knew he was on like the 2-yard line, and I thought he was going to fumble the ball and they were going to pick it up for a touchdown.
Yeah. Dude, there were a lot of people I saw after the game. I haven't even talked to you about it at all. A lot of people that were upset with the officiating in this game, and I was going to ask you what you thought about that.
Well, Logan Thomas got a call for a block in the back where someone just kind of got backed up and pushed into him. I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty stupid.
That was weak. That was pretty weak. How did you feel about the Terry McLaurin one where they threw the flag for pass interference and they picked it up?
Well, I can't figure anything out about that one. I still I don't know. What do you think?
When I watched it, I didn't think it was pass interference because I thought that Taylor Heineke threw the ball like so short and like he didn't even have a chance to get to it. And I thought that's why they picked it up, but people were freaking out. I
think in the last couple of weeks, I've seen that same kind of call picked up in a number of games because of watching the red zone, which we'll be doing this weekend during the bye week. And what was I talking about?
You're talking about picking up the flags on that kind of play.
Oh yeah, picking up the flags, and other teams are having that going happening to them as well. And I'm wondering if it was because this rule is getting abused so much. Just chuck it downfield, and if your guy tries to run or is running too far past it, and they try to come back to it, they're held up by the guy who's running right behind them, step for step. Then it's pass interference, and that seemed to me like that was like a. I've never thought that was a really good call. I know earlier this year I was saying, man, I don't like that they do that with pass interference. They need to make it like 15 yards in a lot of circumstances, not like the spot of the foul, even if it's 50 yards downfield.
Or the option, kind of like roughing versus running into the kicker type thing.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't think that was egregious because I didn't think the pass was catchable. Like if he would have got it deeper, like closer to Terry. Okay. Yeah. But I don't know. I didn't have any. The one I did have the problem with was near the end of the game in the fourth quarter. I see a Redskins helmet rolling 20 yards down the field, and I'm like, how? That has to be hands to the face. And then they didn't show it again. And I'm like, what? That had to have been something.
Yeah.
Your helmet doesn't just pop off for no reason.
Just destroying our tackles. Just ripped it right off of Lucas's head.
Yeah, that's the only play I had a problem with, really. Oh, well, the fake block to the back.
The fake to the block to the back really got my goat.
Yeah, they kind of had a. Yeah. I knew it did because you are Mr. Block in the back. You call it every time you see it.
I was just like, you got to be kidding me.
And then, but that helmet one, I was just like, are you going to show that again?
Yeah. And no, they didn't.
I mean. Yeah, it was interesting, but I thought there was one makeup call when they did that really kind of weak taunting call on the giant guy that all he did was like flex his muscle.
Well, it's not weak. That's something that they're calling this year. I think they started calling that particular thing, at the beginning of, I think it was this season. I don't think it was last season, but it's something that they focused on before, but that whole. I don't know. It's like you can't taunt towards the team you're playing against, but if you taunt in the other direction, it's okay. There's too many rules in football.
Have you ever noticed that the refs in this league are kind of like, how do I say this?
Not full time.
Well, no, but they're kind of like parents in the way that they're like, oh yeah, did you see that Johnny has not been washing his hands good before dinner? We better like be on him about that. And then for like a week they'll be on him about washing his hands before dinner, and then the next week they'll be on him about something completely different, and then just kind of ease off on the washing the hands thing. That's how they are with rules. They're like, this year we're gonna really focus down on this, or focus it. Why can't you just enforce all of the rules or not have them? Like what? It's because they'd be calling a penalty every play.
Hundreds of rules. Yeah. There's too many rules in football.
Yeah, but remember Ryan Kerrigan, every time he would get a sack, he would do that, like, flexing.
Well, he would face away from his opponent.
Oh, that was it. Okay. So it's only taunting if you're facing towards them.
Yeah, but they made that a point of emphasis by the NFL.
You know what I think we need to make a point of emphasis? Nice segue. How about stopping quarterbacks from running all over us, dude? 71 yards for Daniel Jones.
Bruce Campbell's cousin. It's ridiculous to see him running out there and there's like 20 yards in front of him and he just kept doing it. They just split it like the Red Sea right in the middle of the field. And it happens every time. He's I don't know why, but he just really likes playing us. I have no idea why.
Well,
but we didn't stop him.
How many games this year have the other opposite team's quarterback been their leading rusher? Daniel Jones, Mariota. There's been, I think it's been like the last 3 or 4 weeks.
That's true. Yeah.
Remember, because what's his face? Davis Mills led his team with 10 yards on 5 carries.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
But I mean, for the most part,
at least 3.
Saquon Barkley, 63 yards on 18. That's not bad against that dude.
Yeah.
And he had 21 on one of them.
Right, yeah.
And I think he had one other long one. So the other 16 carries were like not very much.
Right, yeah. He didn't get near 100 yards.
Yeah. But the quarterback gets 71, so that's 130 yards if they were one guy. And that's a lot of yards on the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, Brian Robinson Jr. had another great game except for one play that I'm still questioning what the heck happened there. When he just randomly, he's always like pounding for extra yards, and then at the first drive when I thought we were going in for a score, and he just kind of runs out of bounds at the 6-yard line. And I'm like, there's no one there. Spin inside and go into the end zone. What are you doing? He
needed to spin inside or outside, just like Jahan Dotson. That awesome touchdown run. He was just like, whoop.
I didn't see anyone else on the screen except for a Redskin in front of him to block. Is all I saw. And I'm like, what are you doing? Every time we get into the red zone like this close, we suck. Because you know that it's easier for the defense because they don't have as much to defend. And I'm like, you can't just expect your team is going to go in for a 7.
Especially looking at our line, especially at that point, because Tyler Larson had already dislocated his kneecap.
Oh yeah, that was that's when the Schweitzer brothers are back in action. Nick Martin
brothers
and Wes Schweitzer. It's kind of like the Three Stooges when they got the new stooge and like who left? Shemp left. It
was Larry, Moe, and Shemp.
And Shemp left, and then it was Larry, Moe, and Curly. Is that right?
Curly, who had no hair.
Wise guy, eh? Dude, I love the Three Stooges. Every once in a while, I'll put on an old rerun of Three Stooges, and Suzanne will be like, "Can you turn that off?" And I'll be like, "Wise guy, eh?" Anyway. What was I getting at? So the Schweitzer brothers, Nick Martin has now replaced Wes Martin. That's the new Schweitzer brother. And both of them were in this game.
Wes Martin was in this game too?
No, not Wes Martin. He's not on the team. Nick Martin took over for it, Wes. He's the new Schweitzer brother. Nick Martin and Wes Schweitzer.
Schweitzer, okay.
He's Shemp, dude. Or Curly.
No, dude. Nick Martin is Shemp.
Nick Martin is Shemp. Wise guy, eh?
Why I oughta.
Anyway. Enough of that. Where were we before we got off track talking about the Schweitzer brothers? Oh, yes.
The Schweitzer students.
We were talking about Brian Robinson not going into the end zone. And then you pulled up a great play. Jahan Johnson. I can't even say his name.
Jahan Dotson.
Jahan Dotson totally catches a pass, posterizes a dude, and then trots into the end zone on like, what? How many yards was it? 30? Something like that? I can probably look.
Something like that.
It was nice.
Where are his stats?
Is that the one that tied the game for us? I think it was.
It was, yeah.
That was a huge play, dude. Huge. And that was after I started doubting Taylor Heineke, and then he like got all clutch in the fourth quarter and brought us back. And dude, I was sitting there watching the game the entire fourth quarter. I was so like mad.
Yeah.
And Chris Dow was over here watching it, and he can tell you. And he was trying to explain to me, no, dude, no, because I kept going, dude, we're down by 2 scores. We need to hurry up. And then we score, and I'm like, all right, we're still down by 3. We can get the ball back. He's like, no, dude, we tied it. Like, I thought we were down 10 that whole time.
Really?
Yes. I have no idea why. I was just like, damn, this sucks. They need to hurry. We don't have a chance if we punt here. And he's looking, because, and I'm like, no, dude. Okay, all right. And then I got happy, like, oh, well, we do have a chance then. Anyway, it was kind of brain farting. I think because what's his face, Sly tried to kick the field goal to pull us within what 4? Is that what happened?
I think so.
And he missed it, and for some reason I thought we were down 10. I don't know. I have no idea.
You were just on a slow Joey Sly like hate rant going on there. Because he missed a 52-yard field goal. Top 10 kicker
and
in
an
the
extra
NFL.
point the week before.
Top 10 kicker in the NFL.
We need him to be top 1 on this
We can
team.
go get Happy Hopkins from San Diego. Oh, he's hurt again.
Superchargers. San Diego Superchargers.
They're like the Jets of Los Angeles. They're like the other team that occupies the stadium. The Giants and what's that other team? Oh, the Jets, the green team. Yeah. Who is that team with the lightning bolts? The Chargers. I need to charge my phone.
The Chargers.
Yeah.
Wise guy, eh? I'm trying to find a good picture of Shemp.
Well, I'll tell you what. We totally posterized Fabian Moreau so many times this game. I know we were talking about the penalty, non-penalty against Terry McLaurin that probably should have been a penalty, but every time someone was getting beat on their team, it was Fabian Moreau.
Fabian Moreau, dude, is getting my game ball because, dude, he's like a spy for us. You know how we're always talking about how, like, ex-Cowboys. Oh, nice shirt, dude.
Oh, do you have that same shirt on? Sell the team. Sell the team.
These shirts are still available, dudes. Just let me know in Discord if you want one. I can get them for you cheap.
It's third down.
Sell the team. Support Harry
Sell
Hog
the
Football.
team.
Buy a Sell the Team shirt. In fact, it's already kind of worked. As soon as we started selling them, dude, next week we get that word that team's up for sale.
Yep.
Anyway,
Okay,
I can get
so we
you
got
all
three
kinds of
feet
different
in there.
blends and things. All right, go ahead.
3 different kinds of blends, like the tri blend. 3-peat is in here, Shandon, Nova Scotia. Here in the Peanut Gallery in Discord. You guys can come to our Peanut Gallery if you're a Redskins fan, football team fan, Commanders fan. While Aaron is putting something up on our screen.
Whoops.
At a tiny URL /HarryHF. Oh, wise guy, eh?
Wise guy, eh? Wise guy. Oh, here. Do you want my W background in there? Forgot it. Oh, where are you at, W background? All right, sorry. I'm done messing around. Okay, yeah. So anyway, yeah, Fabian Moreau, dude, he sucked in that game.
Yeah.
He was getting schooled.
Yeah. What do you think of Taylor Heineke in this game?
Well,
I know we talked about him for a minute.
he did all right in the beginning, and then he sucked. He kept throwing high balls, and it was making me really nervous and angry, overthrowing people, because he did that last week. Remember, he overthrew McLaurin in the end zone, and he kept throwing by his hall.
He's
Overthrew.
always overthrowing people.
And I was thinking about this. Did he actually run it once in this game? Or was that last week?
He ran it twice in this game. One for, it says he ran 2 times for a total of 6 yards, but as long as a 7, so the other yard was a -1. It might have been the
Sack or something?
might have had to have been a sack, yeah.
But here's what I noticed. Here's what I noticed about Heineke. You know how we were like complaining, like they need to let him run, they need to let him run. I'm not 100% sure he's not quote unquote running that much less than he has previously. I think they've just trained him to look downfield and try to find someone open until the very last second. Because I've noticed a lot of the times he's getting rid of the ball.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. But I mean, just look across at the guys in the giant blue across from the Redskins. I mean, Daniel Jones ran for, what did we say, 73 yards, 71 yards?
Yeah, 71.
Why can't Taylor Heineke ran for 2 times for 6 yards with the longest 7? That means he lost on 1. So, I mean, I don't think he's running anywhere near as much, and we're not designing any runs for him either. And that's what's really bothered me.
Yeah.
But I think in this one, I think it was a design run at one time, and that was it. But I only remember it might have been for the week before. But it was like, no, it wasn't the week before because there weren't any runs in that one.
Yeah, definitely. What else do we want to talk about here? The tie.
Well, a tie. So basically,
we're out of the playoffs.
It was like Alley versus Frazier, like round 1, or we're going to Raleigh versus Alley versus Frazier round 2. This time at FedEx Field.
At FedEx.
And guess who is giving away? I think he's already given away 100 tickets for this game.
Yeah, John Allen, dude. He said he would. Yeah, if I was in DC, well, you don't even have to tell me. I don't have to tell you. If I lived there, I'd pretty much be at every single game. I just would. But since I don't live there, I can't go to every single game. But I would definitely be there this week. If you can go, dudes, go. Next week. Go. Don't let those Giants fans fill up our stands. We need to win this thing. Like, we should have won this game. Just by looking at the stats alone, we should have won this game. Because, I'll bring them up. I'll bring up
Although
the
they showed us stats at one point during the game, and they were like, I think after halftime, they were almost exactly the same. Like,
yeah, they were.
Almost exactly.
We ended up with about 100 more total yards, 12 more minutes of possession. Like, we had way more possession. 5 more first downs.
You know what the problem was? Holmes.
Holmes. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
He sucked so badly. He got thrown on. He got targeted 4 times. He got thrown on. He got targeted and thrown on 4 times. 2 of those times they caught him regular times. 2 of the times they caught him for touchdowns. 100% of the throws against him went for catches. 2 of them for touchdowns. So finally, they just benched him and stuck in Danny Johnson. Neither of these guys, Aaron, even knew were still on the team.
Dude, what about Terry McLaurin's catch, though? His touchdown catch. The beginning.
Oh, you mean Mr. 100-yard game and a touchdown, Terry McLaurin?
Yeah, and you know what he didn't forget? His Dick's pitch on that one-handed catch that he pulled in and pirouetted it on his way into the end zone. He remembered to re-dip at the half, too, because he had over 105 yards. Chin in Nova Scotia says,
touchdown. If Brian Robinson got that touchdown, he would have broken the 100-yard barrier.
Chin in Nova Scotia said that he was in D.C. the last time at the game when they last tied the Giants. He was also at the Farrat game when he headbutted the wall and got a concussion. My story is I was at the Redskins Seahawks game in 1994 at RFK, and I think it was Heath Schuler that was the quarterback.
I think it was.
And me and my friends that were there from Radford started the chant We want Gus. We want Gus. We still claim that it was us that started it, but it was pretty much the whole stadium at once. Gus Farrat. What's he doing these days? Does he own a car dealership?
I've heard him call in on like radio shows.
Really?
On occasion.
Dude, remember
And he had some kind of product he was selling as well. I don't know.
Dude, remember when Josh used to do the Where Are They Now segment? Where are they now? Remember that?
No, but I remember when I was doing the Where Are They Now segment.
Oh, you did it. Okay. Josh did the song. I just remember the song, to tell you the truth.
Josh did the song? No, that was from a song. That was an actual song.
That's right. I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. It doesn't matter.
Take your temperature. I think your head's probably boiling.
Dude, COVID ages your brain 20 years, and I don't have much left. I don't have much left in the tank, in the brain. The In Gus We Trust T-shirts.
In Gus We Trust. Oh man.
Dude.
Oh, I thought Josh was in Scotland.
He is.
Ah.
He told me who he was giving his game ball and kicking the balls award to, but I've already forgotten. No surprise. I've had a long day, dude. All right.
Yeah.
Let's move this thing on. Shall we? Anything else you want to talk to about the game before we move forward? Chase Young still not back. Some people were saying probably because of the turf in Giants Stadium is so bad that they didn't want him to come back for that, or who knows.
Right, true.
But we really need the other thing I wanted to mention before we go forward, now that I'm back on track. St. Juice, we have to get him back. I mean, we have to.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I don't know. Have you? I don't think they have the injury report out. Or did they even put one out on the bye week? They even have to?
I don't think they have to.
Then they won't. They won't do that.
They did put out news today that Leno is the man of the year. They called the Walter Payton Man of the Year from the Washington football franchise.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
That's cool.
He seems like a great dude to have around
really.
in the locker room.
Yeah.
Josh was saying after this game, so does, or was it you? Somebody. Does Taylor Heineke buy the guys one shoe this week?
That was Josh. Oh, that's funny.
Dude, the Seahawks, I watched the end of that game and the Rams just blew it. Like they had a chance.
The Rams are bad.
I know, but they were winning until like a minute left.
Yeah. Sounds like us against the Vikings.
Dude, I know what we can
Dude,
talk
all
about.
we got to do is look at this game, this 20-20 game. First tie we've had since 2016. The London game that I was going to go to had a little operation instead. All we got to just look at this and look at it like this was fight one, and we're going to have fight two in 2 weeks at home this time. It's like a tie in soccer. It was like a literal tie in soccer. And so it's coming back to our house, and we're gonna end this game. Wouldn't that be something if we tied this game again?
Dude, that would be one for the record. But let's go ahead and talk about the playoff picture before we move on to our games and kicks, though.
Yeah.
So it got really interesting. The Seahawks took back the seventh slot there. So we're in 8th now because we're a half game back on the Seahawks with the tie.
Right.
But something really interesting happened in that Jimmy G over in San Francisco, who is in front of the Seahawks at 8-4, broke his foot and he's done for the year. And they have some third string dude that I think's played like one game. I don't even know his name.
They got Purdy. They got Purdy from Iowa State.
But did you hear who they signed yesterday? He was
No,
the
yesterday they signed
Redskins
Josh
quarterback,
Johnson, didn't
Josh
they?
Johnson.
Cowboy killer Josh Johnson.
They got Josh Johnson. So anyway, I mean, this could get really interesting, right? Like, my hope is that the 49ers are just done, right? And then they're just going to lose their next however many games. And then, you know, after that, I mean, who are we looking at to fight for that 7th spot? Seahawks and the 49ers, right? I mean, maybe the Lions?
And the Giants. Maybe the Giants.
Well, they're all
once we beat them next week.
7th or 6th slot. I mean, after us.
True.
As of right now, the Giants are in the 6th spot, right? Yes. And then there's us, the Seahawks, and the 49ers. And then after that, the next team is like a few wins down the line. And I think it's the Lions.
It was like 4-6 Lions or something. I remember the record.
Yeah, I think they're 5. They won, so I think they're 5 and something. But that's what I'm saying. So if the 49ers just crap the bed because they don't have a quarterback, that could be good for us. But I don't want to slide into the playoffs backwards. I want us to go out and beat the Giants, which I don't think there's any excuse because we were saying this on the last podcast. We tied them. We have 2 weeks to figure out, A, get some people healthy like St. Juice. B,
Right.
Figure out how to spy on freaking what's his face?
Any quarterback.
The quarterback.
Any quarterback, but yeah. Bruce Campbell.
Figure out how to spy on him.
He does look like Bruce Campbell's like cousin
Yeah, he is.
from Evil Dead. If you don't know who Bruce Campbell is, just look up Evil Dead.
A Facebook post saying that us and the Giants have 80% to make the playoffs, probably because of that 49ers loss of Jimmy G.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting on how everything's going with that. And I think I can't believe the Seahawks did well again. Like Geno Smith is really like, I don't know if he could be comeback player of the year because usually those guys come back from like terrible injuries, but he could be.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's just been like purgatory for years.
Mm-hmm. They said something like in that game, his last come from behind victory was in 2014.
Wow.
But anyway, if the Seahawks end up winning that division and like I was
Someone's
saying,
got to win that division. Someone might win that division with a losing record like we did a couple of years ago.
And if the 49ers just crap the bed now, it could be all 4 NFC East teams in the playoffs. And that, of course, is the first time ever because I don't think it could have happened before. Mathematically, I could be wrong. And,
last year.
All right, last year.
Last year was the first year,
But if we get in the playoffs, dude, I could see us. I mean, we've already beaten the Eagles. Once you get in the playoffs, you don't know what's going to happen. It could come down to a BS pass interference penalty or a fumble, or it doesn't. You don't know.
or a block in the back when someone backs up into you.
Phantom block in the back call. A helmet that rolls down the field and no one sees. Anything like that. It could be interesting. Anyway, all right. Do we want to go in our games and kicks?
Yeah, let's go. Well, wait. Which one goes first?
They have to do them at the same time.
Oh my God.
What happens if I hit both buttons at once?
I'm going
to try it, dude. This might shut down the entire operation.
Ready?
Ready?
It's gonna go black.
It's time now for the coveted and ever elusive Game Ball Award.
On the cutting
It said
edge of
coveted
technology.
ever-
That's Harry Hog football.
Coveted and ever at the very last second, it said coveted and ever elusive kicking the balls award. Dude, I just heard thunder here. What in the heck? What in the world is going on here? Oh. All right.
Dogs and cats living together. All right.
What the hell?
I think I'm drinking.
I love that. All right. Okay. So we're giving our game kick awards.
All right. Well, I'll start with a kick, and you go with a game, and then you go with the kick, and then I'll go with the game.
All right. Go for it.
All right. So I'll start with the kick.
Okay.
Joey What's up, Holmes? I'm not kicking Joey Slye for missing a 52-yard field goal.
What about an extra point?
Top 10 kicker in the NFL.
So you're giving yours
But
to Holmes?
You want perfection.
A seventh-round rookie?
I understand that.
Yeah, Holmes was pretty bad, dude. But he was thrust into action, dude. He was thrust into action.
He played last week, and he did well against when St. Juice went out against the Falcons. He played well against them.
He did. He sucked this week.
Yeah, he did.
He was bad.
The Giants just always kind of have our number. I really couldn't believe, like, we were doing so well at first. And I really couldn't believe that in the third quarter, I was like, we're going to lose this game.
Oh, I thought we were done. As I told you before, because I thought we were down by 10 points.
Yeah. Your text made a little bit more sense.
When I was like, game over, dude. Game over. And you're like, what? With a punt with like 7 minutes left or something. And you're like, what do you mean? We're only down one score. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Christian Holmes did well last week. And then this week he just sucked. He had a bad week.
Priest Holmes' son.
Maybe the Giants had time to watch film on him, watch the tape.
Well, we certainly had film on their guy Fabian Moreau because he sucked.
We already knew how everyone was like, dude, just do this and you'll beat Fabian. He sucks.
Yep.
Plus, they were missing some secondary guys. I understand, right? I mean, they had Fabian trying to cover dudes like Terry McLaurin. I mean, anyway.
I think he was the guy that got posterized as well by Dotson. He was just like, whoop.
So I'm giving a game now?
Sure, yeah.
I'm giving a game ball to Daron Payne.
Oh, yeah.
Because every week he gets better and better. He's like, we got to sign him. We've got to. We got to keep that line together. Because, dude, if someone asked you right now, do you want to keep Daron Payne, Jonathan Allen, like say they weren't under contract, Montez Sweat, or Chase Young, who would you get rid of?
Oh, man.
Who would you let walk because they were going to have a big contract come to you?
I would have already traded the people at the trade deadline.
Okay, but say you were the Redskins and didn't trade them.
I was about to say.
No, this isn't
so how
you.
Many,
this is the Redskins.
How many walk and how many do you sign? Like 2 and 2?
We'll say you could only sign 2 of them, and none of them are signed right now. Right now, in 2022, December the 6th. Who would you sign? Out of those 4.
If you have Allen and Payne at the center of your line, ain't nobody going to run on you unless they're a quarterback. Nobody. I would sign those 2 before. I mean, Montez Sweat is cool. Preston Smith was cool before him. Ryan Kerrigan was cool before him. I mean.
Mm-hmm. You want to know who I would let walk?
Are easier to replicate. I mean, dude, we have Casey Toohill in there. James Smith, William Smith. Obata. Bing.
I know this is not popular, but at this point, I'm letting Young go.
Yeah.
I'm not signing him to a big contract. He had 1 good year. The second year, he played mediocre. Then he got injured.
Yeah. And they said there were other things that were going on in his knee as well. It sounds like it was a pretty complicated reconstruction. So,
yeah. I mean, as of now, I'm not saying that I wouldn't. Since we don't have to re-sign, I'm not saying that I'm not looking forward to seeing him work back in and see if he can get his mojo back. But as of right now, he's the least productive of those dudes. So anyway, Sweat's been playing good. Why do you guys hate him? He had a sack, didn't he? I think he's been playing pretty good. Anyway,
Even
these
I have
guys,
sack.
Three-Pete's saying he'd
Did
let
he?
Sweat go. Sweat would be my other one, of course. I'd keep Payne and Allen.
I keep those two because since the league is gearing back towards the run, with a number of teams and trying to run over everyone's like lethal secondary guys. I think having those two stout guys in the middle are going to disrupt stuff a lot. And I think that defensive ends it's easier to replace defensive ends than to replace big defensive tackles, like 320-pound behemoth guys. Have you seen John Ridgway, by the way?
He's freaking. Yeah, we had him last week on the
He is
podcast.
Such a house. He's so big.
Dude, and also Chase Young, like, I don't want to. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, but what's his face? Jack Del Rio's already like warning, like when he comes back, he needs to basically fit in into the scheme and like do his job. You know what I mean? Like,
well, he got to see William Jackson III get cut. Well, traded, but cut. Basically, anyway, he got to see what happened to that guy, and I think he was a former first rounder, and we signed him to a pretty big contract, and we got rid of him.
yeah. Do you think that we'll actually see Chase Young this year, or I mean, why would they not have put him on the IR just for the season and had another guy on the roster if they didn't think he was going to come back? Or do you think it was really like, well, we'll give him 2 more weeks just to be double sure? Or do they not want to put him in because they've got a good chemistry thing going with the dudes that are in there?
Yeah. Do you have a D? All of the above.
D, all of the above. I mean, you don't want to fix what's not broken, right? And the defensive line is not broken at this point. So, I mean,
that's true.
So that could be like, well, we'll give him 2 more weeks.
Smith. Yeah, those guys can get in there. I mean, Deron Payne's playing like a man who expects to get a really big payday. I'll tell you that.
That dude, oh my gosh, he's insane.
But when you can stop the run and make the other team pass,
and then put your left hand up and tip it down.
Put your left hand up and tip that ball down. I need to rework some of the lyrics to that song. Those dudes are performing at the game this weekend, by the way.
Yeah, I think Chin and
FedEx Field.
Big Nuts and what's
way.
his name? I used to be Wince or something like that in the chat room are going.
Oh! I thought you were talking about those rap guys' names, and I was just like, the dude's name is Big Nuts.
No, in our Discord room, he's actually called
Big Nut.
He's actually called Big Nut. Big Nut and his son are both
like
in the chat room. Big Nut and his son. What's his son's name? He was in here earlier today. Nightwing 19 was in here. Oh, his son is called Wince Upon a Time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I think they're going to the game against the Browns. So so they'll get to see, what are those dudes' names that play that song? They got signed to a contract for $250 to play at the game.
$10 piece.
And a free standing room ticket. Oh, I know what I want to talk about, even though we're right in the middle of the games and kicks. Jonathan Allen, I think we already mentioned, is giving out 100 free tickets that he's paying for. He's buying these tickets and giving them. You know who would never do that?
Dan Snyder.
Dan Snyder could do that. Does he really want the stadium full on this important week? Is he going around to like high schools and, hey, Redskins fans in the high school, like show us your greatest like cheer and I'll give you a ticket to the game this weekend? There's ways to get Redskins fans there. No, he's not.
Lifelong fan of the team. Yeah,
he says he's a lifelong fan. If he really was a lifelong fan, he'd be like, my stadium's empty. I'm selling it anyway. Let's get some people in here and rock it out.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I see. There's Big Nut is Big Nut. You got to mute yourself. Come on, Big Nut.
You got to mute yourself there.
I think I can mute him. I think I muted him. Hopefully I muted him and I didn't mute the sound going into the live podcast. All right, Big Nut's muted. Okay. Come on, Big Nut.
Big Nut.
Big Nut, Chin in Nova Scotia, Ian28, all in the Discord live podcast room. I have no idea who's over on YouTube.
What do we have over there? If you're on YouTube, you need to come over to the Discord room. There's no one at YouTube this week. Hopefully they came over.
What? So who is the
Come
dude?
over.
Who is the dudes that actually play that left hand song that Big Nut loves so much? He's gonna get a shirt that just has a left hand going up. I have no idea who they're. They sing about like Joe Gibbs, but anyway, enough about that. So am I supposed to give a? Wait.
Dude, it's like our version of the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Yeah. I gave.
Except there's no players involved; they're just named.
Yeah, they're just named, and they're all from when we were good. And I was thinking about this song.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, so in like 30 years, when the Patriots are still sucking, is there gonna be some rap group that like writes a song and they're like, and Brady was giving it to Gronk, and then Belichick, 6 rings, da-da-da, you know what I mean? Like, because that's really,
cut off that sweatshirt.
because I love all those players they talk about, and you know how you and I are always like, oh yeah, Darryl Green, and we still wear jerseys and stuff, but it's also kind of a bit sad at the same time that we don't have better players in the last 30 years.
Hey, I got Taylor Heineke's jersey. I do have a Sean Taylor jersey too.
Okay,
I have a Clinton Portis jersey.
all right.
So yeah, mine are spread out. Clinton Portis is from the lean years.
What, didn't Clinton Portis show up at a game a few weeks ago? Like an
Yeah,
away
I guess
game?
he's out on like, yeah.
Where was he?
I guess he's out of. I guess he's not in prison, or maybe he had to go to prison. Maybe he's been. Maybe he didn't like it. I have no idea. I know he could take you to a dogfighting ring right down the road if you need to go, though. And that's not even the reason that he got in trouble with the law. Oh man,
No,
he
he like got conned into some kind of scheme, right? Some kind of insurance scheme or something.
Yeah, there were there are a few guys. There were a few guys that were involved with it, and like 3 or 4 of them were people that were with the Redskins at one time. Basically, it was just like, oh yeah, I need a hyperbaric chamber, NFL, because they're on the the list of NFL players, and they get like medical benefits.
Mm-hmm.
I need a hyperbaric chamber. I need this. I need that, and they would get like tens of thousands of dollars to get stuff, and they would never order it. They just took the money.
Got it. I'm looking in the chat room right now.
That's what it was.
Apparently, this guy's name is Woody O. Goody Sellers. That sings. Is he related to Mike Sellers? I'd like to know that. There's a picture in the Discord room. I don't know why the pictures don't show up on the podcast, but it looks like he's wearing some like those laser cutting glasses that I have to use so I can, when I'm doing my laser etching and stuff. You know, like the Cheeseman trophy.
He's like, dude, I'm burning a new mouse pad or something.
I'm burning the Cheeseman trophy for this year. 3-Pete has the Cheeseman trophy. I hope he has like little cheese crackers every week when he's watching the game and has this little cheese plate on the Cheeseman trophy.
Well, I hope these guys have a good time going to both the games. Going to perform for the crowd. People are going to like them because the song is catchy.
You're going to get pumped up.
Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll take that song.
I'll take anything that gets the crowd pumped.
Yeah, really.
So, 3-Pete used the Cheeseman trophy for the Super Bowl part. There was no Super Bowl last year, dude. What are you talking about?
Championship game, probably.
He means the NFL championship game is it's only super if we're in it.
That's
Remember
exactly.
that. I think you and I are the only people that refuse to call it the Super Bowl. What's super about it?
Yeah, because if I met someone and I said that, it'd be like, that's exactly what I say. I'd be like, dude.
The NFL championship game.
Oh, goody Sellers.
Woody O. Goody.
Woody O. Goody.
Big nut. Dun, 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 big nut. Anyway,
I keep thinking of that song from Saturday Night Live from way back in the day with what's his face?
Adam Sandler.
No, way back like 70s. There was Chevy Chase and that other guy, and the guys that were in Three Amigos, the movie.
Steve Martin.
Yeah, Steve Martin, and he had this song where he said "King Tut." So now that's why I always keep going Big Nut. King Tut,
Big Nut.
Big Nut.
We have to, dude. We have to finish our games and kicks. I haven't given my kick yet, and you haven't given your game.
Yeah. We were talking about goody. Oh, goody.
So my kick in the balls award is going to Brian Robinson Jr. for running out of bounds in the first quarter.
Why'd you run out of bounds, dude?
Seriously, dude. You like fight and take 3 guys on your back for 12 yards, and then you just like casually trot out of bounds at the 6-yard line. No way.
Don't you know this team well enough to know you can't rely on us to score from like the first and goal at the 6?
No. If you see the goal line, you got to get there when you can, because you're not going to get that.
You got to get there. You got to reach. You got to reach your hand over it.
Yeah. Anyway. So that's who mine's going to. And who's your game going to?
Oh, my game ball is going to Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry. 105 yards, touchdown. Great day. He had some really, really clutch. It's becoming cliche, but he had some clutch Art Monk catches.
He's great, dude.
He had the touchdown. It was good. It was nice.
Is there any Redskins fan out there that is, how do I say this, regretting us signing Terry McLaurin for whatever money we paid him that's not ours anyway and don't have to worry about? Anyone? I didn't think so.
That's right.
Is there anyone regretting signing
Terry
Carson Wentz to $28 million?
Well, I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo just broke his foot.
Wait, Chin in Nova Scotia did not want Terry? Wow. Just remember, we owe Haskins for getting us Terry. We do, because our scouts weren't the ones that were going to get him. It was Dwayne going, dudes, we need him. Oh, Chin in Nova Scotia does not regret signing Wentz. Okay. Well, you're entitled to your own opinion.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Wentz or Garoppolo, who just broke his foot, or Holcomb, by the way, just had surgery on his foot. He's out for the year. Who are the other quarterbacks? The dude for the Browns and went to the Panthers.
Mayfield
and went to Oklahoma. Yeah, he just got cut.
No, he just re-signed with someone. He signed with
I wonder if he's going to the 49ers.
No, he's not, but I saw it today. He signed with somebody.
He was claimed by the Rams. The Rams claimed him.
Because they had some dude in Wooford or something like that. Anyway,
maybe.
Never mind that stuff. I think we need to round this thing out. You guys have anything else you want us to talk about before we go out of here? And I don't know if we're going to get a podcast in next week either, because, well, we can get one in next week. The next week, I don't know if we can, because I'm going to be traveling. But I might be able to, like, sometime. Oh, and in case you guys didn't know, the game against, I think we just talked about it.
Oh, yeah.
It's flexed into the night game.
Yep, it's going on Saturday night, not Sunday.
No, Sunday night. It better be Sunday night or I can't watch it.
No, it's Saturday.
Don't tell me that. Do not tell me that.
No, they say it's Sunday. Say it's Sunday.
Dude, don't give me a heart attack like that.
I apologize.
It's Sunday, everyone.
It says Sunday.
There's misinformation abounds on this podcast.
Yeah, that was my bad, but I fixed it. I apologize. Maybe it was a different weekend I was thinking about, because we start having like Saturday games now that college football is going into the toilet bowl games.
Chin in Nova Scotia is like, I even have a picture there. Sunday night football, get tickets. All right, dude. All right. He was just messing with me because he knew that I couldn't watch it on Saturday because I have other commitments. Anyway. I think that should
we need to win this game next weekend.
Oh, we have to. We have
and
to
take control of this third place spot in our division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, we may leapfrog the Giants into the 6th spot if we win next week. I haven't examined it closely.
We'll see what they do this weekend because they have already had their bye week. We have a very late bye week this year.
Take command. Anyway, thanks to everyone that joined us in the Discord room, which would be Big Nut, Chin in Nova Scotia, Ian 28,
Big
3Pete, everyone, Ian 20, I already said it. Everyone in the
posted a picture of Steve Barton doing the King Tut. Oh, that so would not be.
Oh,
something
crap.
You would see nowadays.
Crap, dude.
Uh-oh.
I forgot the precarious prediction. I predict we will not win and we will not lose this week. We will not even tie. All right, here we go.
So you predict that we will not get a decision this weekend.
Correct. Although we will get to cheer against the teams that we want to lose, like the Seahawks and the 49ers. Well, I guess we need to decide which one of those teams is going to win the division and then cheer against the other one. Anyway. Give us a ring on the hog line, and someone did this week, and I'll remember to play their message maybe next week. 202-735-1788. You can reach us in the Discord room, tinyurl.com/HarryHF, as long as you're not a bot or a Cowboys fan. Come on in.
Did we have a bot in there last week?
That was a bot. It was a bot. I kicked them out
really?
and banned them, yeah.
Oh, man.
Because it said, like, Discord sent a thing that was like, this looks like spam, suspicious. And I was like, kick, ban.
Get him out. Get him out of there.
And I know what it was. It was
Nice
it was because in the Twitter post, I put join our Discord and then put the link. I'm not going to do that anymore. Now you just have to listen. tinyurl.com/HarryHF is the Discord invite.
Yes, sir.
You can also email us, hhfpodcast@gmail.com. We'll talk to you guys next week. And as always, if you see a Cowboys fan,
You know what to do.
Yoga!